Vinícius Júnior, the Brazilian winger currently dazzling fans at Real Madrid, was once on the verge of joining Barcelona. In a candid interview, Vinícius revealed that Barcelona initially showed more interest than Real Madrid and even offered a higher salary. However, after careful consideration, he chose to join Real Madrid, believing it offered a better project for his development. He expressed that his family, despite his father's support for Barcelona, was united in supporting his decision to move to Madrid. Fast forward to 2025, and Vinícius is one of the most coveted talents in world football. His performances have attracted attention from various clubs, including those in the Saudi Pro League. Reports suggest that Saudi clubs are preparing substantial offers to acquire the Brazilian star. However, Real Madrid's stance is clear: they are unwilling to part with Vinícius unless his €1 billion release clause is met. Despite the allure of lucrative contracts, Vinícius has expressed his contentment at Real Madrid and his desire to continue his journey there. He aims to achieve further success with the club and is not currently considering a move elsewhere. In conclusion, while Barcelona's early interest in Vinícius Júnior was significant, it was Real Madrid that ultimately secured his signature. Now, as he continues to shine in Madrid, the Saudi Pro League's interest highlights his growing stature in the footballing world. However, for now, Vinícius remains committed to his current club, focusing on achieving more milestones in his career. In the world of football, very few players capture the imagination of fans in the way that Vinícius Júnior has. Since arriving at Real Madrid in 2018, the Brazilian forward has been nothing short of sensational. His flair, creativity, and ability to change a game in the blink of an eye have made him a fan favorite, not only at Madrid but across the football world. But what many don't know is that Vinícius could have been wearing a different shirt today, one that belongs to Barcelona. Let's rewind the clock a bit and take a look at how this all started. In his early years, Vinícius was a prodigy at Flamengo, showing promise far beyond his years. It wasn't long before the European giants came knocking, with Barcelona being one of the first clubs to show genuine interest. In fact, reports suggest that Barcelona was the front-runner to sign him when he was just 16 years old. The Catalan club made moves to secure his signature early, but there was one problem: Real Madrid also had their eyes set on this young gem. In a move that shocked many at the time, Real Madrid swooped in and made their move to bring Vinícius to the Spanish capital, reportedly paying around €45 million for the teenager. But what's interesting here is that Barcelona, despite their early interest, were not able to convince Vinícius to make the move to Camp Nou. In an interview, Vinícius himself revealed that Barcelona had offered him a higher salary than Madrid, something that might have seemed enticing at the time. So why, then, did he choose Madrid? Vinícius explained that, for him, it was more than just the money. It was the project, the opportunity to develop his skills in a club with a rich history and a reputation for developing world-class talent. Real Madrid had Zinedine Zidane as the manager at the time, and the Brazilian forward was drawn to the idea of working under the French legend. He knew that joining Madrid would provide him with the best platform to showcase his skills, even though Barcelona was offering a tempting financial deal. What's even more fascinating is the role his family played in this decision. Despite his father's apparent support for Barcelona, Vinícius stated that his entire family was behind him when he made the decision to move to Madrid. This bond within the family played a crucial part in his career trajectory, one that has seen him become an integral part of Real Madrid's attack in the years that followed. Now, as we look at Vinícius Júnior's rise to stardom, it's hard not to think about the what could have been scenario had he chosen to play for Barcelona. Barcelona, in their own right, were a powerhouse in world football, but their post-Messi era has seen a shift. They've had their struggles, and it's clear that the lack of continuity in terms of sporting success has hurt the club in terms of attracting top-tier talent. Fast forward to 2025, and Vinícius Júnior is one of the hottest names in world football. His performances at Real Madrid have catapulted him to the top of football's elite. Whether it's his blistering pace, his ability to take on defenders, or his impressive finishing, Vinicius has become a player that top clubs across the world are keen to sign. However, what makes the situation even more intriguing is the attention he's now receiving from clubs in the Saudi Pro League. While Barcelona's early interest in Vinícius Júnior was significant, it was Real Madrid that ultimately secured his signature. His decision to join Los Blancos instead of Barcelona was a pivotal moment in his career, and it has worked out incredibly well for him. Now, as he continues to shine in Madrid, the Saudi Pro League's interest highlights his growing stature in the footballing world. However, for now, Vinicius remains committed to his current club, focusing on achieving more milestones in his career. The future looks incredibly bright for this Brazilian superstar.